contradiction, hated by all for causing major friction, handsome but ugly, some might say fugly, called up the chaplain for a prayerful prescription. He said, "Yo, player hater, I got a question for you. This Saturday night, I need to be in the news." "Keep it light, my homie, I don't want to look bad." But the chaplain replied,
"I don't pray if it ain't sad."
Colonel was
happy to hear this, so he canceled his prayer,
saying, "If you can't pray for joy, well, that just ain't fair."
"Yo, one more thing,"
the chaplain requested.
"You got to lower them missions or you be tested."
Carthage said, "Yo, boy, it ain't no thing, that's totes alright. I'll just up my missions and them boys be dying tonight."
Oh!
Cowardly chaplain runs into Corn, who noticed right away he was quite forlorn. Corn took to town to holler about prayer, hating on Cap's idea to be a major. Corn was like, "Yo, homie G, how them woods be?"
Chap holla back with, "Oh, you know me."
Chap's main Squeeze Whitcomb was sipping on that haterade. He be shacking up in the woods with a man who can't bring the pain. Whit formed a crew with the CID foo, leaving Chap feeling like poo. Oh! That's it.
Okay.
Drop a beat. Yazarian, 3, 2, 1. How many Yazarians? Maybe there's none.
Colonel Cathcart is always a muttering at the sight of his name, making him shuddering.
Feathers in his cap and black eye listing. Yazarian, stop all your moaning.
A medal ceremony that became so complicated, all because Yosarian showed up naked.
Sobs his head and takes control of the plane, which explains the story of how Snowden is slain.
Snowden dies, what a big tragedy, Yosarian's pain, and oh, so much agony.
Sobs wants to kill Cathcart to help the men before Cathcart can raise the number of missions again.
Milo is the king of the black market. Since it's offered a syndicate, no one will stop it.
Colonel Cathcart is hating on Yosarian. All he wants to do is kill him and bury him. Snowden's death made Yosarian depressed. Wearing only moccasins, he couldn't get dressed. Major Dampy synchronizing time and trying to be serious. General Deere watching over couldn't be more furious. His anger was growing at Yosarian's moaning. Flying over Aghanon, bullets hit the plane. Snowden died, Yosarian went insane. Cathcart got under Dobbs' skin. He's got a plan to murder him. Orin Yosarian went with Milo, who is revered everywhere they go. Over the economy, Milo had control. Minderbetters got everyone fooled. Mayor of Palermo and Carini too, and king of everywhere they travel through.
Reunited and it feels so good.
Neatly in his horn, that Italian hood.
$30 each, and RP said no.
But they got their money, gold digger flow.
Hungry Joe was thirsty to snap a pic
Of one of those luscious Italian chicks.
Naked women here and naked women there.
And one creepy grandpa sitting in a chair.
He said to Nately with a grin,
America will lose and Italy will win.
Italians live while they sit back.
And Americans die as they attack.
The whore gets neglected by her Nately.
Because the old man resembles his father greatly.
Talks like a madman, lives like a sane one.
Driving Nately crazy all day, son.
Nately's old man was an SOB.
Told his son to join the military.
Nately finally laid down with his whore
before leaving to fight that crazy war.
April, spring, and spring was the best.
Lilacs bloom and the men weren't so stressed.
Mila was on top feeling hella serene.
Probably because he ate tangerines.
Enterprise was surely pimpin'.
Then Germans bombed the camp and men were limping.
Yosarian started taking shots and pills.
They were meant to help him from being ill.
But still he walked around butt naked.
Watching Stone's funeral, feeling faded.
Mila wants Yosarian to try his concoction.
A lousy combination of chocolate and cotton.
Said that he should sell it to Big Brother.
Bribery would sell it like no other.
Mila's scared Yosarian will set a naked trend.
And chapter 24 comes to an end.
We out.
After Nately finds his girl again, she's running a business with some of her friends. Arfie exclaims because they ask him more than pennies. $30 is a lot for hoes like these. An old man stops Hungry Joe at the door, stating his views on winning the war. Breaks into a fight, 2 men in a schism, but Nately loves that old patriotism. He getting so mad, reminds him of his dad, and they ain't even nothing alike.
Milo's syndicate started off fair, but who knows when you'll get your share. The success of the syndicate was just not enough, and Milo found a way to make an extra buck. He shot down their own planes and bombed his camp for a $1,000 gain. Yosarian could not believe what he heard and found himself sitting in a tree like a bird, butt naked because his uniform was tainted, trying to escape the war that he hated, where Milo fed him chocolate-covered cotton, and they watched as mud was lowered in his coffin.
Word.
Swag.
Coming at you from Northeast Ohio. We're just spitting some literary rhymes about a book called Catch-22 real quick, so you best turn your swag on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Feeling so useless and all alone, war is no place for holy men to call home.
Living in visions only he can see, at Snowden's funeral a naked man in a tree.
The Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, got God by his side and miss his family most.
Cathcart remotes what comes so he can boast about a hopeful mention in the Saturday Night Post.
Yossarian's plea for an end is ignored, and the chaplain is losing faith in his Lord. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Sitting in a room as the men play cards, Nately meets a whore, and he falls for her hard.
Her rejection leaves Nately in a rut, and it gets no better now if he calls her a slut.
The plane gets hit and starts to fall. Yossarian is screaming that he lost his balls.
He changes spots with A Fortiori, hoping to create himself a brand new story. Word.
Alright. Yo-Yo sticks his hand in the nurse's skirt, but all he's trying to do with her is flirt.
Didn't mean to do it, Doc. Feel like I'm going insane. I keep having this dream about a fish from Spain.
But Major don't care about Yo-Yo's issues. Yossarian says, here, you need some of my tissues?
Yo-Yo thinks everybody's out for his head. The doc says, why don't you go home instead?
But when it comes time for Yossarian to bounce, A Fortiori is the name that's announced.
Dobbs says that his 60 missions are done, meaning that the Colonel will live in the long run.
Without life jackets or takes a crash landing. But Milo thought it was just a misunderstanding.
Yossarian wished that Orr would just die. The thought alone kept him satisfied.
Yo, Yossarian, no girl thinks you're Swayze. Yo, Orr, all them girls be so crazy.
But the next time Orr flew, he disappeared, and that was the last we saw of Orr.
The bombardier. Word.
We got MC Tequila Mockingbird on the mic. Spit it!
He's General Peckham and he's here to shout that his high-class diction's got hella clout.
Word.
He's refined as a Brit and he's dropping fat rhyme, and when his bombs hit, they land on a dime. The new colonel comes in, tries to get his own ways, sends a memo out, no parade this Sunday. Woo! Cathcart steps up, looking to impress, handles himself well despite all the stress.
Woo! What? That was hot! Yeah! Now we got DJ B Dizzle. Alright, I'm about to sing this. And forget. Alright. Shake.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. Some folks rap about bitches and hoes. We rap about airplane controls. Yo-Yo was chillin', swagging on the beach. Had both of his nurses within arm's reach. Kid Sampson got chopped up. That's kind of salty. I guess McWatt's airplane skills were kind of faulty. What? Oh, but I'm not done yet. Flew into a mountain. What was he thinking? Should have held back on all of that drinking. People thought that Doc died up in the air. Couldn't recognize the fact he was standing right there. Word to your mother. Boom, boom, boom. We out.